So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott looks to throw right away. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The Cowboys at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Prescott completes this one to Pickens. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Yeah!
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jaden Blue, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here now, a third down and 8.
Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. At their own 43-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down. At the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Cardinal. Not pretty.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They hand off to their big tight end. And oh, caught out. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaden Daniels, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, very
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the 22-yard line.
Prescott now. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it, but third down coming up.
And 9 yards.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dorrance Armstrong coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like watching the wide receiver screen, because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Let's go.
Now Daniels. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And running with power here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Going to 54, wide. Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott on play action. Rolling to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
25-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. Drops it to Moon, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, they try to lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Here we go. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
17. Visitors 13.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Play action, now it's Daniels. Rolling, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. Throwing. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle to Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
26-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, hey, somebody got to do it. I see what she's bad. Watch him do it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The 18-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 2-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. But he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Yeah!
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
What do you think?
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out right at the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now here comes 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
It's Eckler again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Daniels looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Tiger. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. The 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, right?
Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Daniels dancing to his left. Caught by Deebo Samuel out wide. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Daniels, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, here we go.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the 6.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, on the field, you're making plays on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Cowboys 37, visitors 26. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it, I win. Somebody gotta do it, I say G. Watch boy. Turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I admit that. Hey, blackout.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory.